Tesla is an exciting brand, a controversial brand, and at times perhaps even an embarrassing brand. I don't think so, but apparently some do. So let's get into some of the most insane headlines Google News has to offer. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. So this week we're doing something very special. It is the light and the dark. We are two contrasting little drama faces of clownery. Apparently, because the sun just came out and it's going to set over that house during the course of this video. So you're going to see a big line of shadow come across me. It's going to be, I'm going to look like that. So that's custom. How are you, Mark?
Yep. Doing well. And I'm not going to get the tan today. It's all you.
It is all me. I've put on sunscreen, but I put on a lot of sunscreen all the time. It's load bearing at this point, and it still doesn't save me. You had a big event up there in Ontario. What happened last week?
Oh, we had our EVs and ice cream event at the end of the month, and got a bunch of EV drivers in the Waterloo region together, and had a great time talking about EV issues, local things that are happening, new people coming out, asking questions. Always fun to talk with the public about EVs.
It is fun. I enjoy doing those. I go to them, even when they're very, very small, if I can get to them. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, so if you're closer than Ontario, let me know and maybe I'll come to yours. Nothing against the province. I'm sure it's lovely, but I will continue admiring it from a distance since that's where I live. Let's get into some silliness, shall we? Because this part has been very serious so far. Guys, we're having fun. Man. This sun is going to cook me, but only for just a couple more minutes. I swear it's great. So here we've got a selection of it. I just typed in Tesla embarrassing video shows braless Bianca Censori in sheer top and Kanye locked out of their Tesla.
Let the hilarity start.
Oh, Kanye. I hear he likes fish sticks. Off-roaders mock ill-timed Tesla Cybertruck video. This is Axios. Aren't you supposed to be a serious organization? I really thought you were. And again, I'm not clicking on any of these because they're too stupid. 12 more Cybertruck fails that are extremely embarrassing.
It's like they're adding a name Cybertruck or Tesla. It's the click factor. That's what this is. It's throw the name of Cybertruck and the hottest vehicle on the road currently, throw the word Tesla in there, and you've got yourself an article that's going to draw eyeballs and, more importantly, clicks.
And I've done that. I've drawn eyeballs on like things at the store and people love it. So I get what they're trying to do. I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. And, you know, Cybertruck fails. We could do the same with Jeep fails, but where's that story? We could do the same with any car that has sold any number of units. And the Cybertruck, we're only at about, 20,000 or so. So
that's right.
Come on. Elon blamed for contributing to Tesla's reputational downfall. Some customers are embarrassed. Okay, that one, I get it. I don't feel that way personally, but I've met people who feel that. Not great, but I get it. Fast Company. The Cybertruck keeps falling apart. It just keeps falling apart, prompting new recalls. Mark, it's falling apart.
Yeah, it is. And of course, recalls, that word and Tesla are synonymous. They go together because for whatever reason, anytime there's a recall, people are supposed to be uncertain about Tesla's future when there's a recall, even though it's never mentioned until the very last sentence of the article that this was an over-the-air update that solved the recall in 98% of the cases. And this is again spreading the gloom and doom to try to get a response.
First of all, it is very true that most Tesla recalls are over the air, require no effort on your part. But and what are they, over the airing some glue? Come on. If they're falling apart, we need more than that. Being a Tesla owner is becoming embarrassing. I think this might be a rehash of the other one, but who knows? Oh, I love this. Sun somehow got their one-time use code embedded in the headline. Embarrassing video. Again, same one.
Same one.
Elon slams media over Tesla robot injury story. Shameful. I don't even see embarrassing in that title, but maybe they mean News Nation Now is embarrassing. That's probably what it is. Cybertruck versus River. Tesla's most embarrassing moment yet. We saw this one earlier, didn't we?
Yep, that was an earlier photo that's just been cropped.
You can see the sun setting across my face like I promised. Why do you rotate, you silly planet? Why can't you be flat like you were promised? Tesla Cybertruck has the worst panel gap MKBHD has ever seen. You know what? I'm going to allow that one. Do you watch his videos?
I do. Yep.
I find him very smart, very charming, very funny, very professional. And I put value in his words more than others. And I don't think he's unfair to any of these companies. That's my opinion. I don't expect others to necessarily share it, but yeah.
No, I would say he's fair with his reviews of vehicles. He doles it out where it's required, and he's charitable where it's required as well. So I think it's fairly even-handed.
I would agree on all counts. Tesla versus Ford. Watch this Cybertruck's embarrassing rescue video caught on video. Come on. Now, we've also seen videos of Cybertruck rescuing gasoline-powered trucks, diesel trucks. Where's the headline that says Tesla embarrasses Cummins turbo diesel at a tractor pull? Because that's a video.
Yeah, that's not here. Not in this list. Not in this list at all.
Somehow didn't make it. You know, I'm feeling like we should just go until we find a positive one. Porsche Taycan Turbo GT versus Tesla Model S Plaid. The embarrassment of a great brand.
It doesn't say which is the embarrassment.
I feel like we might need to look.
You're not going to click on one of these, are you, Brian?
They got me. They got me. Let's find out. Let's find out. Years ago, is Porsche as the crown jewel. As much as people despise it, the Cayenne proved a success. Great. Herbert D. Snuts was an admirer of Elon Musk. Oh, got it. Sure, Tesla EVs were fast. Oh my gosh, are we going to get to it? If, for some reason, this was positive for Tesla, my gosh, did they go to embarrassing lengths to hide it. Here we are. We found it. Tesla embarrasses all automakers with these two charts from Fred Lambert. Oh, that's why it's almost a year old. Oh, Lord. Fred is well known for his dislike of Elon and Tesla. So he's really painted himself into a corner with poo. I think it's unfortunate because a lot of times I'll see a headline and I'll go, oh, I just know that's Fred. And I click on it and it's Fred. But don't worry, I use ad blocker. So there we go. We found it. I'm embarrassed, Mark. I am desperately embarrassed. I'm embarrassed of this sunshine situation, this lighting conundrum I find myself facing, and embarrassed by the state of these brilliant writers who are, I guess the only term I can use to describe it is bad at their jobs. Well, thoughts, Mark?
But on both accounts, Brian, you have gotten through it. You have persevered. You are through it. You are on the other side.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. When my mother was in hospice, she was sick. She was not, she wasn't long for this world. And I just leaned over and I said, go to the light. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be fine. Just go. It's fine. I didn't actually say that to her, but boy, was I thinking it. Hey, it's how she raised me. It's what she would have wanted. Except the dying part. She wasn't a fan of that. But hey, what are you going to do? So that's all fun. Guys, in the comments, how embarrassed are you? How excited are you? And I would point out that a lot of people just jump to the media hates Tesla. And while I find that's definitely true on the behalf of some editors and certainly a number of authors, it's not universally true and it's not a conspiracy. if there's money in printing good stories, they print good stories. If there's money in printing bad stories, they print bad stories. But the bad stories really sell. And there are also some authors who don't like the fact that Tesla will not return phone calls because it makes their jobs very difficult. And if you're going to make adversaries of the people who are covering you, you don't get to act surprised when they give you bad headlines, I guess. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's something that Tesla's famous for, not having a PR department, not answering phones, not responding. And it bites both ways. Absolutely.
As I know a gentleman who has well over $1 million in Tesla stock. And he used to be all in, and he's no longer, and he never will be again, because at one point I think he was at $10 million, and Tesla would not return his phone calls. Investor relations wouldn't take his phone. I just have a couple questions. I'm going to YouTube trying to get answers, and that's crazy. That's crazy. And it ends up hurting other shareholders because now there's more shares out in the float. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but they've got a plan, I guess. So what are you going to do? So guys, in the comments, what do we miss? What do we misunderstand? You know what to do. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Maybe throw me a buck or two on Patreon or X as a subscriber, or on YouTube as a channel member. Every bit helps. It's how I'm able to keep going and do this so much. And it's how I'm able to hang out with Mark. If you guys don't support me, I don't get to hang out with Mark. That would suck. It would suck. I enjoy hanging out with you. So
We have a great time.
we have a little bit of fun. Yeah. And some people enjoy it. Some people who you've talked to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
I thought you meant me.
No, people out there. I was going by you.
Seems a bit daft me guarding him when he's a guard. Then you've got and I wonder if, do Patrick and Casey watch this? In case they do, let's give them a shout out. Hey guys. So yeah, what do we miss and misunderstand? I'll leave it. Just leave it. And I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the next thrilling installment.